Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 L4D live show. I forgot what we were doing for a second. It is the King Infernus Cup live show number 4. We're going to be doing the highlights of the week. My name is MK. I'll be your presentator for today, and I am rolling with 9 Null. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing amazing, MK. Due to some conflicts with the scheduling, I was able to cast a number of crazy matches. Babylonia, Envy, Penguins of Madagascar, Winterfell, the list goes on. So there may even be some clips that you haven't seen in here.
Yeah, there definitely will be quite a few, and I believe there'll be a couple that you haven't seen either, since you weren't able to
That's
be
right.
there. I wasn't able to be there. So there's going to be a lot of what moments from both sides, and let me tell you, I'm not going to disappoint you when we get to that point. No, I will tell you that you will not be disappointed because there were some barn burners of a match this week, some great matchups. You win played against Goat. It was a battle. There was the pre-match before
Oh,
RBT7. Ewan wanted to warm up, and it was an awesome match. And I just imagine some of the games that you casted, how close they could have been, and some of the matches that are set up for this week too. And some sad news as well. Of course, the exit of a Titan team decided to exit our King and Furnace Cup, which is always sad to see.
yeah, very unfortunate, of course. We are talking of Envy. But regardless, we got so many top level teams and rising stars. We are going to be casting more of them in round 4 this week. In fact, I already did some Wednesday casts, but I believe those were, or some Tuesday casts, but I believe those were for Kamika Cup, which is also starting to heat up. But to keep the focus in, let's kick off these highlights.
All right, without hesitation, let's bring it up. There we go. Was it cooperating for me? But here it is in all
Let's
the
go.
beginning.
All right, so we are kicking off with Uni versus Babylonia. As you can tell, we are sitting here in chapter 2. Was a rough start for Uni. Babylonia able to get through with over 1,000 points. Well, actually a little bit under that. But in comes the tank of Warner. You can see they get the caps, double cap on the back line. Team struggling to get in there. This won't be a wipe, but considering this area, it's a great start for Uni after a struggle on chapter 1. We do head into the start of the survivor side, chapter 2 for Uni. But look at this charger spawn on the back line. We got the hunter hopping in, smoker ahead, of course, waiting it out. Try to get that hunt in, doesn't work, but they still connect with the charge, doesn't get cleared. Hunter reconnect in the boom, and it will be a nice 95%. Head on to Uni on chapter 2, trying to lock in over 400 bonus, a 900 pointer, but they walk right into the hit out of Babylonia, and it completely rips them apart, and they actually will
Oh,
not make it into the safe room.
they lost it
Beautiful hit.
all right there. That's rough.
It is. But another clip out of Uni. Here's their bounce back. Chapter 3, tank is in. You can see they have not done a good job at bringing Babylonia down to this point. But with the charger landing, as well as the smoke, that's going to be 2 easy downs for our tank. And he will be able to get the wipe here.
I had so much health at the time that he killed this too. No, it's a lot of HP. Oh,
Yeah, there it is to finish it off. Survivor's hard pressed at that tank spot. But again, Uni right out the gate. They are dealing with this very first hit. Jockey Charger Smoker Boom. I think we're going to see Chili. He starts moving up, but in comes the Smoker from behind. They're all looking at the charge and the triple cap with the double boom. It's a rough start for Uni once again.
ooh, that's a 20% no.
It was nasty. It was very nasty. We have Warner. Look at how close this is. Uni's still technically in this if they can get a wipe. Very close with the dumpsters. It's a couple smacks. Look at this one.
Ooh.
Just not able to quite line it up. They go wide. Now, I do gotta say, if Sinji's watching, there is an insane Sinji tank clip that did not make it in. That is my fault. It will be here next week because I got to bring that back for y'all. It was ridiculous. But how about this very silly hit out of Babylonia here? Jockey trying to jump on top of the tree. I love that. He gets brought down, double boom. And look at this Hunter. Runs in, scratch, and he's out. He's back in. Scratch, he's out. He's back in. And eventually he does get taken out, but I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it definitely is. And as we go into the next game, it is YGB against Matt Fetters. And this one is where I was accompanied by Wolfie. I don't think you were here for this one, all, but right here, the Boomer trolling this. But look at the survivors kind of get caught out here. The double stumble from the Charger to a double cap. The punches are going out. The Charger punches are still going out. And look at that. 20-some% damage, Null. Not a great start after the first hit. And then here is going to be Sushi's tank going in for YBG. He throws the car. It goes over top. This gets a little crazy. So it's going to take some time for this clip to end. But he's going to start with what looks like a traditional corner. It's another corner. Oh, how nice to have another survivor right there after you lose the corner. A jockey lands over there. They're able to get it. He gets his in cap. Decides to throw a curve rock here. It is no, it's not successful. It does land here, and now he's kind of stuck. But look at this HP now. He still has 4,000. Coach taking a really wide turn. For some reason, the survivor walked into a one-punch in cap to the tank for whatever reason. Didn't pop his pills. Now it's down to one survivor left, and now he gets the skeet. But unfortunately, when you're alone, here he kind of wanted to do a ladder punch, but he missed. He pops the pills. Charger stole his prey, and eventually the wipe does come into play. That's a very high HP tank to die to. Now it's going to be the MFers' chances to do the same on theirs, but will they have the same outcome will be the question. He's getting his cars in the right spot. They're corralling the survivors where they need to be corralled. Now he has a tri-cap, but what's he going to do with it? Going to make the Kool-Aid Man exit or entrance through the door. He's in. Look at him. Climbs the ladder out of the tank's reach. The Hunter goes, finds a target. The jockey covers, but the Hunter's cleared split second later. The Charger misses. And now this is going to leave the tank kind of alone here. And he realizes it. Sneaks another punch in. Gets another one in there.
Nice.
And unfortunately, that's going to be all the damage that they'll get onto YGB. And then right here, as you can tell, they take the look at the spawns that they have, though. They only have a smoker, a boomer, and a spitter. But look at this. They make it work. They're just going to pull them in the spit, and they're going to double up on damage while everybody spam shoots the floor. That didn't work. And then eventually they're able to progress through the map. But that was the most damage they got there. And now we're going to go into the MFers and or the Matt Fetters and next tank. They're going to go in. Smoker's going to try to get him a pull. It's actually cleared by this team. He punches the whatever that thing is called. I forget with the forklift jack. Yeah, pallet jack. He gets a punch there. Survivor's going everywhere. He's almost dead at this point. Gets a punch. The 2-cap lands, but it gets kind of cleaned up. And then last effort here, he does get a double punch, and that will clean it up. And then now it's going to be, of course, Zerk's tank on the other side. He does get the car into play. Climbing over. In pursuit. He does have a tri-cap. No Charger, of course. And he's going to play with this a little bit, but keep in mind now, he's not being shot this whole time he's failing. Look at this.
Right.
Look at this. He is failing at epic proportions at this right now. This is his 4th punch right now, and he has not paid for it more than 300 HP. He finally gets it into position. They get him the pull down. The car misses, though. This is just crazy. Look at this. Keeps Coach in the corner, and he can't get out. And he can't get the car, so he just in-caps. Look at it. Still misses Coach somehow. And he finally gets him down, and this car is missing Ellis as well. And the tank's just frustrated, so decides not to hit the car into him and just punch him away instead. I think right here he still doesn't have any luck with the car. Gets an in cap, and it looks like they could kill him off here and all, but they just scared and they don't push him, and no one decides to pick anybody up. He went back there with
Right.
2400 HP, and he gets a rock. Now a teammate finally realizes, maybe I should pick someone up. And after all this tank commit, there still is not a car that has landed if you've taken notes yet. This car has been amongst the survivors the entire time. Finally, there's a smoker separation, charger combination. One survivor left, and he is in pursuit. The charger comes, the rock lands, and then the charger can clean it up. And I was baiting you the whole time. The car has nothing to do with the attack whatsoever. But isn't it amazing that it was amongst the survivors and never
man.
came into play once?
Yeah.
It is just...
Looks like a little analysis paralysis out of MTF.
And this was after a triple boom, so MFers decide to send this in right away. He goes for the one hittable, not the other one though. He gets a couple of punches. It's not looking too bad right now. He's spreading the love. He's about to have his... Well, now right now his spawns are dying, so he's alone at this point. And what looked like was going to be a catastrophe for YBG, and they're going to be able to survive.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Matt Fetters, they don't get much more. But look at this charger coming out by Zerk onto the car. No, I mean, can you script it any better? The rock lands. He hits the car, and he is out with the quickness. And look at, he still has 6,000 HP.
Uh-oh.
He wasn't even shot once in that whole ordeal. He gets back up top, looking down at his prey. After a little while of playing rock up there for about a minute and a half, he decides to roll it in when he takes a couple of thousand HP damage. Boomer lands. He gets a punch separation. Charger coming in, trying. He's going to land, but gets cleared. The smoker tries to assist, gets cleared. And now it looks like it's going to be kind of good for Matt Fetters. And they can start to clean this up. But you know, if I said something like that, it wasn't going to be that easy. Right? Did you really think so?
Yeah.
And now he just punches the car, and unfortunately for one of the survivors, he gets caught out. He eats the car. He thought it wasn't going to come into play. Now the tank gets an instant corner as well. The bait with the tank to hit the car and double back kind of leaves the survivor alone. Can he get the skeet? No, he cannot, and it leaves to their wipe with a show-off fall rock from Shalolin.
Nice.
And this is the final chapter of this, and actually this is probably one of the best opening hits coming out from Matt Fetters, and they are going to bully Kiao. And Kiao is getting beat up by a charger and jockey. And look at the big damage, but it's a little too late. And then here it just comes crazy with some hittables from basically, look at this. Oh! And that's Left 4 Dead physics coming into top tier play right there. And that's just the way it goes. Look at this hittable. Finds Shaolin. He's probably like, you gotta be kidding me. The LOLs come out. The jockey lands a little early. Tank is coming into play, but nothing else happens after that. No.
Yeah. And with that, we're headed into Berserker's Mood versus Rap Stars. The SA showdown here. Have casted this match more than once, I'm sure. Berserker's Mood up against Rap Stars, that is. But MX for Rap Stars, bringing in the tank. Now able to get the cars to work. Gets the catch up above. Misses that depth charge, though. Hurt to watch that.
No,
the setup from the smoke. It was so open.
There.
Yeah. He does get a rock as well as a punch, but not able to find anything after that. Fortunately for Rap Stars, they do get bailed out with a nice stairwell hit. I see the hunter waiting in the bathroom. He does strike. Charge from behind. Goes up. Finds him. Keeps him in there. Down goes 2 as he runs through the spit as well. And that is going to mop up a lot of that remaining bonus from Berserker's Mood. Flip over to their tank. This one in the hands of Sherdo. He's got him trapped with the car. Goes for the smacks. They are out of there.
Oh.
Able to catch on the sideline. This is not looking great. And that car not going to help it make it look any better. With the jockey, and we got that nice rock. He does just decommit, but he's got 2,500 left. Able to get the wipe. We see a big score gap between these two teams at this point. In the hands of BSM, we got the jockey, charger, smoker, boomer. Rap Stars trying to make their way just to the beginning stages of Chapter 2. They do get hit hard. charge. Jockey able to carry away, wrapped in the CIs. They can't get the clear. Got to chase them all the way, and what a massive hit. Not doing anything for their momentum there.
Uh-oh.
Straight into the catch. The jockey carry.
Like someone got
And it's
overzealous
another-
there now.
Yeah, exactly. They even bring in the tank at this point, MK.
Oh,
and
man.
It is just a rough situation. I love the jockey's awareness there, recognizing how close that tank was, and that is going to be rough. So we see Berserker's Mood here with a large point gap, up about 1,500. But this is Rapstar's chance to bring it back. As we know, this area of Chapter 3 is so dangerous. Jump over into the Hunter, 25 in the spit. Jockey so close to getting that carry inside the building, which would have been horrific for BSM, but they do escape. That was Rapstar's best hit pretty much the whole match. As we flip over to Rapstars, they had made it a very nice and close chapter so far. In comes the tank in the hands of ZK Ved. You see the tank is getting blasted down. 2k, 1k, and he has no down. Finally gets it on Rowan. In come the SIs, no tank damage, 400 health left, and that is going to be the finisher by BSM with the gut check on the tank. Headed over to Penguins of Madagascar versus Winterfell. This was my most exciting match of the week. At least that's what I planned it to be. Envy versus Skate Pump snuck up on us. But a beautiful first hit by Winterfell inside the bar. It's so tough to land it here. That's why they set up to deal with it. But the smoke tongue, it gets broken. Hunter connection. Charger with the charge back. Triple cap. It was a beautiful hit. Unfortunately, not quite able to land the quad, but gonna do a good job. You can see this was post tank, so they had a lot of work to do. They bring it up to even, starting off with Penguins of Madagascar for chapter 2. We have to drop down here from them.
Ooh, that's a rough choke point.
It is. We see watching above, and he looks down, and it's all breaking loose for the Penguins. They get absolutely obliterated inside the spit. Jockey even making it more of a nuisance, and they get blasted down. You can tell they are able to make it through with a good chunk of bonus left, though. Not able to find a whole lot after that. Now they got 1,800. Trying to hold Winterfell here. You see the jockey on the back line. Charger Smoker from up above. Charge, drop down. Not able to find the smoke charge, but the jockey will land. And just think if that charger was able to connect with the smoke. Could have been even more damage, but they're still going to get 10%. As we see Winterfell, only 80% bonus left with the tank coming in about halfway through the chapter. Smoke pool, initial hit not able to land. He's getting some smacks here and there. The smoke pool and the Hunter to cover with the rock. And that jockey on the back line, I believe it was a jockey getting in there, being a major nuisance and keeping the tank alive. He even gets that cheeky little slap at the end. Climbing up, fake out. We head into chapter 3. You can see the scores still close, even though it has looked like Penguins of Madagascar have been in control. Charger, Boomer, Smoker, Jockey. Smoker will get cleared. Charger and Jockey are in. Charger misses, but the Jockey lands, and it's smack after smack from the Charger. Smoker with the recommit, and look at that. Even with the Charger missing, they're able to turn it into a 13%er. Tank is going to be coming in the hands of Bear for Winterfell. Got a lot of work to do here. They bring it all the way into the safe room. Missing. Okay, he does finally land, but look at the double, and it's all gone to pieces. They're not going to get the wipe despite that nice double, missing so many smacks. And yeah, it looks good. It looks like a good tank, but look at how many points they're able to convert that into. cresting 3,000. Tank coming in out of Kowalski. He's got Hunter Charger Jockey, exactly what he wants. Missing a smack, but there it is on the follow-up, getting the damage in. We've got one survivor in the safe room. He's going to get hunted down by that Charger. And there's the finisher.
No, it looks like they should have picked a dire wolf instead of the bear for their mascot, unfortunately.
Right, you know? Right.
Being Winterfell and all.
Yeah. So we do have Skipper coming in, and this match is kind of over. You see they got a bunch of points here. But I want you to pay attention to Ellis a little bit later in this. We do have Monica going down. 3 SIs in, Smoker, Hunter, Jockey. He gets the Skeet and the Smoker Tongue. He clears the Smoker. M2's away the Jockey. He deals with all the SIs by himself. I thought that was a beautiful play to finish us off.
And then now we go over to Team Bot, which is Bravo and Purple and them against LCP, aka Vaso de Leche. And let me tell you, this game did not disappoint and all. Pee-wee is in. His tank is in. Bot taking it on their home server. A very odd home and away game. The double cap goes almost the triple cap. That was so close and all. But they're not going to get it. Pee-wee will get his in cap. The tank will remain with 2,000 HP, but no one's going to really fall for it to go into much more, and he'll have to escape and hope for more, but unfortunately for Pee-wee, not much more will come out of it. But look at this hit, and notice how the Charger fails his rocket and just M1s off the roof and still lands the tri-cap onto the survivors in the spit, all 3 of them. Bot took a devastating blow here for an away, for their home server, I would have to say.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, Bot on one side, Bot on the other. And now it's going to be Dash Tank, aka Professional Spectator, shout out to him, or Trump, whatever you want. He gets an early punch at 2,200. They put him down to 12. He's down to 255, and as support goes in, they can't rally a tri-cap, and they'll get out a single in cap, and they pretty much trade tank damage there. Yeah. Pretty even. I don't think you were here for this one with me, now, were you?
Nope.
I don't think so.
No, I wasn't.
So they're going to have the Hunter go in, the Skeet, beautiful shutdown.
Oh, yeah.
But look at the 2 cap coming out in the separation, and they're not able to get the clear onto the guy going for the ride, and there's actually a charge in the front as well. Big damage going out onto LCP. I keep wanting to calling him Vaso de Leche. It's so hard to call him another name. I'm so used to it. But now we're going to go over to Manzana, committing the tank, and this is where Bot took a little bit of a rough one here. Look at the Smoker trying to alley-oop. They eat the double charge. Ooh. The Jockey does latch on. The Smoker will assist it a little bit, but look at him getting the doubles. He gets another corner. He's spreading the love to all the survivors, and now Bravo is the DB getting munched up in the corner here, and that will devastate the damage bonus. And he's able to decommit, but not much more is going to be able to come out of this tank. Rock's going to be unsuccessful here. I believe they get maybe a little bit more because apparently I didn't cut this. Nice boomer. And the Rock is not going to land. The Hunter will. It's going to be a 2 cap. And then he does get a corner on the boom guy. And again, 2 more punches on a pretty much dead tank.
Wow.
Plus the SI support. Taking them all the way down. And here's their home server, I remind you, in the sugarcane field. Not quite able to wipe them out here yet. But unfortunately, when you get boomed in the sugarcane field, now you know it's inevitable.
Right.
I mean, it's so hard to see inside that thing, so it is more so than when you get boomed on. But, same tank. Now it's going to be Acer going in for his commit. And LCP doing a good job on taking him down. They're surrounding him. They're 2-2 now. He gets a punch far away. But what can the SI do to support? Tank has no idea Nick was walking with him there.
Right.
And now the Jockey separation. Look at the Hunter not able to find a target. The Charger going lands. And just imagine if that Hunter would have landed. No, that probably would have been a wipe. Yep. But nonetheless, Acer spreads the love pretty well. 2 downs. And 3 sets of pills would be popped. And then we're going to switch over here. And they decide to take the tank in here. And this is always risky. He makes the B-hop, misses the punch. Gets the first punch onto Rochelle. The boomer stumbled the tank there, which helped Rochelle get out, I would say. Tank trying to navigate, gets his 3rd punch there. Charger getting punches as well. His 4th punch comes out, and then he will be deceased after that. Not too many punches coming out, but the love was spread a little bit. And here's going to be David's tank committing. The boomer, complete fail. Questionable rocket spawn, in my opinion. But it does actually get the tank a corner. They try to dodge it. So his third punch goes out there. The jockey, he punches the jockey, which did not register, by the way. And he just gets also 4 hits. They trade 4 and 4. But I would say more SI damage came out of from the away team, in my opinion. And then here,
First one.
this is a quick one from Bravo. Oop.
Oh.
He is not going to be able to get in there, though, Nall. And eventually, this is where the fight ends up.
Oh, my God.
I know, right? Look where this is actually being fought at compared to where it started.
Right.
This is where it's going to finish, and Bravo is getting melted down. His jockey, unable to help him. He has a hunter, but he's second past 15% frustration. And what it looks like is going to be a no-hitter pretty much from Bravo here. His hunter is actually going to save the day, get a pound stumble. He'll throw a rock at 15, get it, get the punch, and somehow sneak out a third one before he gets in capped. Or before he gets killed off, more like it. And then Cannoli switching over. Paso de Leche, LCP, whatever you want to call him. Look at the car, just doesn't cooperate with him. He does finally get the hit, but unfortunately for Dash, they needed this bonus so bad at this point because they're about to lose their home server. And long story short now, they win their home server by 5 points.
Oh.
That was all they were able to win by. And then his team bot here, and pay attention to the jockey. As look at they go into free, and look at the Charger body blocking, and the tank sees it. It says, "Hey guys, where you going?"
Wow.
And
Oh
the
my
doubles
God.
come out, and it leads to the wipe as it freezes just for a second. But that's really unfortunate for Team Bot. They're wiping out with no points.
The catch.
Look at this, so close to the car. The tank goes for the play. He gets one. And look at this bad luck. You think he might be able to get the grind. 2600 HP, perfect hit. But look at this one. It doesn't register. And then he's able to get that one, and they kill him off beforehand.
Yo.
It looked like it was going to be a free kill, no, it was not. And then it's going to be up to Bravo going on the away. He needs to pull something off with his team right here. Getting punches. Support's jumping around, causing distraction. He still has 3k HP. The Charger lands. He throws a rock. That was God framed, unfortunately, for Bravo. Follow up there. Hunter gets skeeted. Turn punch. Nice double.
Ooh.
Spreading the love, but he misses the last punch. And they needed something big here now.
Yeah.
And they're on the away game. And what could be bigger than pulling off such a feat? What could kill a team in one shot? Nothing more than a quad could. And there it is, successful. The double charge, leaving the hunter easy pickings. And that was so big and so needed by the teams so badly. They needed that. Now, we go over to Team Bot taking the same tank. Interesting commit path coming out from LCP. They decided to transition over there, but it kind of worked out from them. As Team Bot didn't really focus the tank, they focused SI. As you can see, there's nothing really alive now, but he gets a couple punches, and I would say for an away tank, it's pretty standard, spreading the love pretty well, but Bot just needs to make the safe room, and this is the last hit before safe room. Bonus at 599 before this hit goes in. Charger will get a double charge. The pull comes out. And actually, no, look at that. They'll lose 100, which ain't terrible. And they'll walk in with a couple points, making this actually a game. And then LCP comes out. Look at the nice charge. But interesting that the Spitter chose not to go for the Charger there. No, he had the time. That was a little questionable, but the damage spread was still good. As you can see, nothing else came out up into the tank fight. And eventually the tank fight came over here instead of back in that concrete area, which was a little interesting how it led up to this point, but it was about a 2.5 minute drawn out process. Also, we didn't do it. As he gets his corner here, David trying, he lost his corner, and then he dies with no in caps. Same side. Manzana going in. His support is coming. He goes up. Hunter comes in. Charger comes in. Smoker will land. Charger will land. Everything gets cleared off. Smoker's going to still linger about, leaving Manzana alone. And he gets the in cap. And look at how much HP Manzana gets out with. 54. But unfortunately, now nothing more will come of it. They will fall down. They'll be able to push forward up until this point. They're looking very good for the away game. Charger hits in. Jockey lands. Charger lands. Hunter lands. They're all in the spit. And they're swimming in it, and there it starts ticking down. But considering It's still away. They walk in and make this a game now. And
Yeah.
they have a great opening attack against LCP. Swimming in the spit. Jockey, Spitter, scratches. Almost 20%, just shy of 18. And then Acer needs to pull a miracle out. And oh no! Can you script it any better to miss? I mean,
No.
seriously. It went up the hill, slid back down, went in between the survivors. It was like a car driving through a cone maze successfully. As he gets a couple of punches, the car doesn't cooperate for him here. He punches Manzana out of the way, and now Acer, desperate for a car, not going to get it. And LCP is about to walk in with what could end the game, and they need big damage at the end here from bot. And will they get it? Well, if I'm showing it to you, obviously you know what's going to happen. It's a tri-cap that comes in, but the quad is not going to be there because they took one of the guy's targets. The jockey tried to go inside the safe room and hide, and what a big damage hit coming out. And it made this possible. It made this comeback almost a reality. But they couldn't suffer any incaps. And he missed the jump onto the house. No. You hate to see it. As Rochelle puts herself down there, Acer, unfortunately, gets caught out there. The incap goes out. And when that happened, that made it mathematically impossible. Sadly. But they're going to keep playing it out. It looks like Cannoli might have something here on a survivor in the corner. Charger coming to troll. But right before the punch gets out, they're able to kill both SI. Tank, Charger, gets the pickup, and that would end that round.
What a match.
Yeah,
wow.
it was a crazy one. No, it was crazy.
And with it being home, that was kind of an interesting home away as well. But Pulverizer Kings versus Smurf Party Time is what we're heading into next. And you can see Pulverizer Kings, they survived the tank. Looking relatively healthy, 551 bonus left. Hunter in the spit. Smoke pull, but he's not able to clear the boom, get in there. The boom stumble back onto Coach. It gets wrapped around by CIs. What an interesting hit out of Smurf Party Time. They turned that into something beautiful. But you can see from the scores, a little bit in trouble here. Oh, this was the post Pulverizer Kings side. But for their tank, Charger gets cleared off. Hunter trying to get in there, and he will. Jockey trying to get in the mix. And here was the clip where the jockey bought some time, not shooting the tank, and he will have just a couple hundred HP left, able to get some more smacks. We head into this interesting hit. You can see Pulverizer Kings up about 600 points. They do start, or at least they head into the area where the event will be. They're clearing it out, keeping it relaxed. CI's running in. Charge just getting a stumble, but you'll notice that Jockey able to get a big carry away. It's looking pretty hopeful here for Smurf Party Time after such a hit. Tank gonna be in the hands of Gabrielito. He's doing what he can. Got the double boom here. Getting some smacks. Will miss one. Able to get the down eventually. You can see he's got 2k HP left here. And he's done a good job of bringing down the Pulverizer Kings as the Hunter connects. Unfortunately for them, Pulverizer Kings will actually be able to survive this. You don't get to see it, but they will survive it. And I'm talking about the tank coming in. I'm like, oh, they could do it over here. But look at the tank sneaking in to Smurf Party Time. He's snuck all the way in, catches him off guard. Could be a big moment for Smurf Party Time. But they got to survive this tank first. He's already down 2,500, and it's looking like he's in dire straits. They send in the SIs just in time to land on the triple, and there it all goes. 1k HP still going to be in the hands of Imperfect Boy. We flip forward into this clip. Smurf Party Time needs this tank to be perfect to come back. You can see starting off with the down. The smoker pull off the hit was so sick, but where's the Hunter, MK? He's hopping towards the camera when he needs to be hopping towards Rochelle, covering for the smoker. It unfortunately does not work out, and Yadix will be going down again, just falling short of wiping out Pulverizer Kings. We see they take it to finale, even though Pulverizer Kings was up a good 600 points. And Pulverizer Kings was annoyed by this. They actually didn't want to play this, but Smurf Party Time sent it there, and in goes the hit. It's a beautiful one. You can see they had already gotten hit big straight out the safe room as well. And this jockey carries into the fields, struggling to get the clear. They will, but this tank is in. And Pulverizer Kings are in a very awkward position. Missing a smack, but there it is, following up with a double hit. One player already down. There's the charge. Nick has got a decision here. He decides to go for the clear. He does get it. We got 2 alive at this point. Cues up a rock to the dome of Rochelle. They clear out the hunter, but the jockey in there getting killed off. Actually, no, he's still alive. He's still hopping around. We flip over. Pulverizer Kings 3200. It's looking possible for Smurf Party Time for sure at this point, but they bring it into the barn for a barnyard hoedown, and it's just simply not the time nor the place. This tank is in here in the hands of Imperfect Boy, trying to prevent the pickup, but they hold it. Shout out to Smurf Party Time for holding that, and they do get it, but Yadix goes straight back down with some more smacks. We flip over into the second tank. Charge. In is the tank with the commit. CI is wrapping around. Down onto Gabrielito. And I just don't like the barnyard decision by... Yeah, here I am. I'm like, I would have liked to see it up there instead, but they brought it down with the fireworks, and they will get wiped here. It's going to be a very close match, but it is Pulverizer Kings taking that one. We flip over into Teleturbios versus Silences. Another interesting matchup. We're already here with the tank in the hands of Aisha. Cars out of play, getting a smack. But look at these SIs here while the tank fumbles around. He can't get anything in, but the smoke pull, the charge smacking away. Hunter keeping that player up there, getting the stumble as well. Aisha continues to miss, but still a ton of damage. Flipping a bit forward, you can see Silences already with a big point advantage. They had gotten about 1100. Here's a tank commit out of Unknown. Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, beautiful skeet on the Hunter. He's chasing them down. 2500 HP left. They just back it up. They just bring it back. Jockey's trying to get in there. Smoke. He will get a hit. Follow it up. Not able to get one. Not able to get one. And that's Silences looking pretty confident post-tank. They've all made it halfway through the sugarcane field, so you can see 2 spawns still waiting. They really fumbled these spawns, and they've got 60% bonus left. But they are going to send it in with the 2. Look at that charge. And he's getting some smackdowns. Down goes Aisha. That other SI is spawning in, delayed, but still landing. Hunter can't quite get cleared. And they are going to be able to at least cut that bonus in half. But unfortunate for Teleturbios, they had no idea what was up next. And you can see they've made it through 565 bonus left. Post-tank, this could be a tie for the chapter that they really needed. But this charge, connecting right on to Team Captain Unknown, brings them down. Spit comes out just for fun, trying to pick him up. You can see this continued fight, still trying on the pickup, but they cancel it out. Gets hit, and Hunter comes in with the jockey still in ghost form. We've got a charger as well. Spit, double charge. They did get the pickup, but it's going to be insane damage with the Hunter connecting as well. Spit finds a spawn finally. They're going to be swimming in it, and that is going to be tearing apart Teleturbios. We flip forward. This is another great attempt by Teleturbios to get back into this game. Coach will get downed. Smoker, Hunter, Jockey still alive. The smack. Jockey, Smoker get dealt with. Double. They're back in. They find the reconnects. And that is going to be good night for Teleturbios.
Unfortunate. Tank play, tank play, tank play. No, that's what it comes down to.
Yep. Into Yakuza versus Aggressive. Speaking of tank plays, look at the frustration on the tank. He chooses to go around the big rock and AIs himself. When they had the Hunter engage, it was perfect. And look at how useless his AI tank is. It would have been so much damage. But Aggressives letting their tank go AI, playing it too risky. They had time to play with too, and they spent it not doing a whole lot. They wrap around, lose 15% of that frustration. Tank still trying to get in there. But as we flip into yet another tank, this one in the hands of Kawil for Yakuza. Playing around the car. Smoker Hunter Jockey. Failing to connect so far, but you already know when that jockey lands what's going to happen. Easy down. Gets a hit with it as well, but he sees a smoker and he takes advantage of that situation for sure. There we go. It's just, I mean, the cars, what are you going to do?
He hit almost everybody with the car.
Yeah. You can see at this point Yakuza has massively pulled away, but this was another beautiful tank. So difficult to get damage in, but that smoker going to help facilitate it. Double smack, jockey on the head. In the meantime, have no idea how that jockey got in. Must have been a spawn down below, sneaking in there. He gets the down and decommit. Smoker tongue, rock on the face. What a beautiful play out of $WW. But Aggressive's not quite done yet. They still want to try to make it a match. They haven't left. This is, of course, unwinnable at this point. But they got the charger. Boom. Jockey Spitter. An unseeming 2-2 hit. But that is going to be the collat. Gets him in the spit. Jockey carrying into it. Death spit as well. Helping to spread around the field. All that spit damage. Beautifully done. We've got Yakuza continuing on. They managed to scrape by with 55% of the bonus. They go ahead. They drop down. But the jockey catching on the back lines. Gotta cross your T's and dot your I's. They climb up. Wait, there it is. Takes him into the underworld.
Wow.
And look at Coach. He's stranded. And this is the wipe.
That's hilarious. He went to the area he can't get back from.
Yeah. I love that they put that area in there. He tried to jump, but he failed it.
Yeah, it does happen, but nonetheless.
Got the quad attempt out of Yakuza. Trying to finish strong. They send in the smoke. Gonna land with the Hunter. Jockey on the head, but the Hunter gets cleared just in time. And it is going to be a beautiful hit out of Yakuza. But Aggressives avoids that quad, at least.
Alright, and then we go into the Boys of the Favela and Let Me Down Slowly, and this one was interesting. We'll come to that a bit later, but it is going to be Let Me Down Slowly going in first with their tank. And unfortunately, not able to get it really out of there, bouncing off the wall. And it went through the bush, by the way. Look at where he put the dumpster. What are the chances? I mean, really, that it bounced up there onto the ledge is so unfortunate. But the tank spread the love the best that he could, and it's just only 2 hits coming out. And a very impressive show from Favela Boys as they walk into the safe room with almost all those points. As you can see, there's no highlights, but Let Me Down Slowly, eating the metal by mistake, and then Caution just trying to commit without that. He gets his own corner. Look how close the 2-cap is in the corner. The smoker was just a little late. The jockey didn't help. Unfortunately, the jockey comes in, not able to get the cover. Now there's 3. No. And no wipe is going to come out. And they're going to be able to recover from this. Caution. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I thought that wipe was a foregone conclusion with those SIs. I can't believe they escaped this.
Yeah, the jockey just wasn't on the same page going for the 2 corral. The 3 didn't work together. And here, look at this. The charger misses but stumbles him into the spit and now just beats the crap out of the guy who's jocked. And that would be devastating to Let Me Down Slowly, especially on the away. They were trying to take it out. They're about to go in, but look at Nick. Decides to go around the corner and gets himself common locked. And they throw away a bunch of points here because Nick was feeling just a little bit overzealous to go kill what was ever around that corner. And they'll drop about 20% because of that issue. Unfortunate for them. Costed a lot.
Yeah.
And now, on the other side, Favila boys up in the lead. Let me down slowly. Send their tank in. They have the tri-cap they want. Hunter finds a target. He chose to throw rock late. He does here. At somebody different. And then punches the other guy up in the bush. He punches his pole then. Punches his again. Decent spread. The smoker comes. But he tries to hide for a minute to get the last hit. And all in all, an average tank coming out there, and they needed more. But
Right.
Favila boys, look at this. The tri-cap coming in. The boomer fails, though, but gets a triple proxy. They are able to kill the hunter off pretty quickly here as the smoker gets a massive damage on the guy forward. And look at that. 18.3 coming out. And this was interesting.
Yeah. Whoa.
Look where they decide to take this tank.
What?
Smoker did fail, but look at how much health he has at the door. He still has 4K. He has so much health.
Oh
The body
my.
block was average at best, and they won't die to this. But look at
What?
the tank. I mean, look at the madness going on right now. I mean, it's hard to even keep track of what is happening. The tank is
Right.
just turning and punching somebody new every time. I mean, literally, incredible damage coming out, and this is where they're going to meet their demise. You thought it might be at the top of the hole, but they hit at the bottom of the hole.
Yeah.
And then one at the top kind of leaves them all with their pants down. And then eventually it leads to the demise. Spit spreads everywhere. Spitter drops in, gets Dingogo. As Dingogo unfortunately walks with Common slapping him. He finds a safe spot, but the jockey gets him down.
Oh.
Considering it's home and away, it might not seem terrible here, but
Mm-hmm.
here's Dingogo. He gets his dumpster in not the greatest spot, but he has to commit. Tri-cap, no hunter. Over the bush on the hedge. I don't know why he didn't punch Coach. Coach was not paying attention whatsoever. He misses there.
Ooh.
Oh no, he actually punches the guy up the infected ladder. I don't know if you saw
Yeah.
that, but he pushed him up the ladder, which is kind of
Wow.
crazy nonetheless to see actually come into a tournament match. But either way, they will survive it. Look at their bonus. It's so big.
Yeah.
75%. And they walk in with a huge bonus, but now Favila, their turn to play tank. And it is going to be Identity coming in. Good to see him back, by the way. It's been a while seeing him play. He gets his corner quite quickly. Not an in-cap yet. The in-cap goes out at 3,100, mind you. I don't know what they're shooting at and all, but that's a lot of HP to have. And look at the SI makes support. Coach isn't shooting the tank anymore. The tank got another in-cap, only lost 600 HP. And that's an easy wipe for Favila boys. Not enough focus on the tank, no.
Man. Yeah, where were the shots?
Yeah, it's looking rough. And then now it's USA going in with their final tank on their away game. The early pull was great. He even helps them get the punch. But unfortunately, he loses 2 SI here already. And he does have a lot of HP, but he
yeah.
doesn't have a corner. He's whiffing.
Oh.
Tries for a desperation rock. He's gonna get it, and that's only gonna be 2 hits now. You got 48 points out of that tank. That's it.
Mm.
It's not enough of what you need. And Favila walks in. Look at that, 55-72. As they take the same tank and they kind of get caught up into a boomer. The SI kind of don't let them retreat. This is exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Max him forward. Turn punch. I mean, actually throws a rock here first. And now, looking kind of grim for the tank alone here. Sloppy Wolf got to kind of retreat, but turn punches on that guy. There's another turn punch. Successful into the bush. Lands. The in-cap guy just dies now. The jock lands. Sloppy Wolf gets to protect a little bit longer with his 63 HP. Boom in the tree. By the way, they can't reach. They can't reach that guy anymore. By the way, so he's actually technically dead.
Wow.
And unfortunately for them, they're gonna wipe out. And now, thanks to Wemwas, we're actually able to cast this game.
Oh wow.
And I had to use custom decals for the points. They won't add up normally, but this is a demo POV, and this has actually worked out pretty well, all considering. Just we can't see the health bars. You have to read the spec cut to see the in-cap goes out. He spread the love. The damage is dropping. I mean, it's going back quickly here. Look at 51.2% off. Spreading the love. Goes the dumpster. Lands a dumpster.
Nice.
And it's just madness going out for Vila boys. And now it's a little funny because the tank has to play goalie here. And Coach has to try the pickup. But look at where he gets charged into. The dumpster.
Ooh.
The tank's like, I'll make my way over there. Thank you. Blip. And then they finally kill him off. And
Nice setup.
yeah, thanks again to Wemwas though. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this
Yeah,
highlight.
thank you.
For real. But actually, the demo glitches on one side as they just surf. Their little models are gonna look kind of janky here for a little bit, and this happens for only Let Me Down Slowly when they play Survivor for some reason. I don't know why not. Hopefully, I can figure out why this happened and fix it later. But the survivors are gliding around. Tank's gliding around without walking. He's getting good damage though, and this is actually a lot of damage coming out for the home server. And this is beautiful. Look at this pole. It does get cleared though, now, but look at the cover up, and the smoker covers, and this means the survivors gotta clear it, and the damage is huge going out onto Vivilla. 25% plus, all pre-tank damage. Now this was interesting. No, they chose to fight the tank here. And I don't disagree with the call. The smoker does get cleared. Misses his first punch. He misses again, but look at his HP. 800, 400, 280. It is a 2-cap. The jockey has his target stolen. It would have been the tri-cap with the tank corner. And they're able to survive, but more important all, they're able to take the manhole cover now with no hit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the bigger play, I would have to say there that came out of that. As DDA now going to send the tank in. They do have a smoker for a pull. He gets it, punches the survivor into the sticks over there. The survivor gets stuck, but he punches too early. He does get another punch there. Throws a rock. Smoker covers. He lands the rock. Smoker gets cleared. He gets the in cap. Now, there's not really much more you can get out of it. He's going to try to decommit, but not much more is going to be able to come of it as we go into the next chapter. And now, look at how close this is. Watch the pull here. Watch the pull. Pull. Clear. Ooh. Look at that. While being pulled, gets the clear onto Rochelle. And it looks like it's going to be an amazing play to save the team, but no, unfortunately, the jock forward. And watch the clear. Watch his HP. He's down to 17. They get the clear. He pops the pills. He still gets cornered. He gets punched. Comes in here. The body block from Ellis to save his teammate is clutch again. They're trying to shoot the tank, but he gets an in cap with 4K, and he gets a corner onto Coach, which nobody gave him pills when he got body block saved earlier. And still some amazing plays from both sides there. But due to the quad almost landing, no, they just can't recover from it.
Yeah.
And there were some phenomenal plays by the survivors at the end there, but still, it's just too much on the high ping. And just impressive as now we go back to skating aside. Tank's going to skate his way in here. Goes up the stairs without even stepping. He gets his corner though. 1 punch goes out. 2 punch misses. 3 punch, he gets it. Still hasn't stepped around yet. He gets another punch. And there, down goes Coach. And now look how close this 2-cap comes out to be as the tank decommits here and all. Actually, I got it's going to be next chapter. I got a little excited. Caution is able to get another punch or two here. Eventually, he's going to fall to his death. But good spread coming out for an away. As Let Me Down Slowly is able to survive. And apparently, I didn't show it. So, okay.
I love the tank moving like that. That's a good mod idea. But we got Envy versus Skate Pum. I was casting a match an hour earlier, and I was not quite able to get the HUD on, but look at the Hunter catch. This is SKT Skate Pump's tank. Off the gate against Envy, they get the in cap, and he's pretty isolated, but the tank goes back for a car as his SIs die off, but they're already backed up here, so it's interesting. Nice little car to finish it off, but he will go down. 2 in caps, not bad. Skate Pump. But we flip forward. Chapter 2, they run this tank into this area. It is tough for the tank to deal with. So many layers of verticality here. Goes for a rock, is able to land that, and we're going to see him combo that with the Hunter catching. Boom in there as well. And he does actually find an ink cap. I thought he did. He doesn't go down. He goes down just a second later. He'll go down. Trust me, he went down. But we go forward into the stairwell here for Chapter 2. Envy looking good. Look at that 858 bonus. But they walk straight into the hit. The charge going, keeping them up. The Hunter connecting just for a moment. but they land the double. Unfortunately, the Jockey Hunter not quite able to coordinate, but still so much damage. They bring that bonus into a much more manageable state. We head into the tank of SKT here on Chapter 3, and we're thinking SKT could still mount a comeback here. Their car a little bit too close for comfort, almost getting the double in cap, but you can see the damage still struggling to come out. Not a lot of damage onto the tank yet, and the charge catches smackdown after smackdown. The tank right there to cut him off, gets the smack, gets the down on deck. 1500 health left. At least he got that end cap. But here is where SKT decided to take their tank, and the charger not getting cleared up above. And look at this. Yeah, he's dead.
What?
He's completely dead. And the charge is not getting cleared. And obviously going to be a very rough chapter, if not tank, as he connects onto Stroke. And he does down Stroke with 2,500 left. What a Kane tank. It did not disappoint. Now, it's mostly been Envy highlights, but I thought this was a really nice survivor play out of SKT. Kimchi goes back to fish out the cars. The survivors walk it forward. They're on top of that second rooftop. Kimchi getting lasered down. They turn for the team skeet. He's missing. Can't hit his attacks. Finally landing one, but he's stranded out here. And SKT, actually a great take on that tank to finish it off strong.
Yeah, showing up Kimchi there, and then not getting much. But here, the match of the week we were waiting for. You win against Goats. The 2-boom goes on. Lenik is not going to hesitate to start rolling it in with that. It is a neutral server. No way, but look at how close that... I don't know how that does not hit and all. That was so insanely close. Chasing the survivors off the rooftop. Ellis does not leave the rooftop, but get charges off the rooftop. Cleared, and this will be the tank's corner. Note, he has 2,600 HP when he starts punching again. No one can really shoot him very well through here, but the support goes in. He gets a pounce. One punch. No animation for some reason. There goes another punch, and he finally dies off. And good damage coming out there. As you can see, Ewan has 2 survivors at 50 HP. One other survivor got smacked, and an end cap. Take him down to 61.8 post-tank. And of course, now we go to the backside. I'm not sure. Were you here with me for this one? No, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I was casting Envy versus Escape Home at the same time.
Okay. I don't want to overtalk. This game was so hyped for me.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember who was there. I don't know how that does not hit. No, look at the tank. Doesn't go for the car hit. Now watch these turn of events. Misses. Nothing is still cleared. He gets the double car hit. They were capped for so long, and I missed it because Linux was pulled. And they're actually going to wipe out Goats. What a play from you, and looking like a very commanding lead right now.
Yeah.
And you might think that this was out of the ballpark. That's not why these highlights keep going. Look at this cap in this front. They taking advantage of a 2-cap. The Charger treating him like a pinata to the double charge.
Nice.
And another slam coming out. And another slam. They get an end cap onto Antextral. And monumental damage now as they get the pickup. They'll be in the 70% range already. And they lower after they pop pills. They have not fought tank. And look at this jockey cover. Oh, there was no other SI, otherwise this would have been big, but it did lead out to no one clearing the SI. And look at the SI, or the CI, the SI gets a charge in the spit, and that is damage bonus just melting away. And look at 68 down to 50. They got to pop pills, now it's below 50. Crazy attacks coming out from Goat, showing that they don't want to be out of this yet, as look at this boomer landing while the tank spawns. And then this was probably the first questionable play that came out in the match and all. And this is why I didn't cut the film for this. To show how long it takes Sawa to get in here. And because of that boomer landing, there seems like there's a lot of common right here, but he commits instantly. And this was a little questionable in my opinion, and just look at the circumstances. The smoker gets pulled, there's no common whatsoever. The hunter does find a target, he'll get a rock punch off this. The charger is going. He gets another punch. There's his end cap. He still has 3,100 HP somehow. But unfortunately, look at this. He is going to whiff a punch. Get a punch there. And what looked like could have been so much more. That will be it for Sawa's tank. And after they get the pickup, they're sitting at 40% bonus still, and they were at 49 when the tank started now. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be the same tank for the other side. As you can see, it's going to be Yakat going in for his tank. A little hard to see through the bush there, MK. And he's kind of caught out here. And look how Goat aces this tank. Nothing comes out of this.
Wow. Okay.
So they're poised. They want to put up points. And as you look at, they're still at 83% at this point. And this was a clever come at by Ewan here. As they watch the transition up and look where the hunter's coming from. The go-go's go out. Everybody gets capped on the stairs and the spit. It was so well done, and the damage starts melting away, and they needed that. Their first double-digit hit, and the tank was not double-digit hit either, no.
Yeah, they still had so much bonus left.
Here, they managed to get a little bit up here and managed to just tick off a double-digit hit at the end, and they desperately needed that because Goat was about to dominate this round. And for granted, they will make it, they will win the round, and they'll start breaking into the point delta. If you look at the points now, look at it at the start of the map. Only 300 points, 400 points away, and look at the start of the hit. Pounce, charge, and the spit, double-digit opening. Goat showing poised to try to mount this comeback, but look at this attack. Look at that jockey charger cover. No, that was so much trust in the team. That person ran ahead just a little bit and got enough stumble on the second person for the charger to get in there. And it's so well executed. Double-digit damage coming out again onto Ewan from the second hit. Up into the Goat tank commit. And this is going to be 33 going in. Supports up early. They do get the charge. Hunter lands too. Interesting that they go with both supports. And it does get cleared up behind him. So he thinks they're still capped and he's able to get the in cap here. And unfortunately for 33, now look what happens. He falls off the ladder.
No.
And 1700 HP goes to nothing. And no prolonging the tank. And the tank didn't do very much damage at all. Just being honest. And now, the other side. Goat takes this. Look at this. Jump over the top into the double charge, the pole. The jockey cleans it up. The quad.
Man.
And then not even close comment coming out here. And then my chat went up -300 was being spammed. Because that's the rule in the tournament. Everybody was spamming -300. So for conversation's sake, I was saying -300 just to see how close it would be. But here we go. Car coming in, not finding a target. But look at the jockey on the bottom. The car.
Wow.
It doesn't get the in count. It should have, but it doesn't. The momentum was not enough to in cap the survivor. And Healy has to decommit with 4600 HP, desperately needing a wipe for his team. And this is where it ends up now, because they know the cars aren't here. So they go. Charger, Smoker, combo, dead. Smoker's the only thing left. Healy trying to get punches on the cornered survivor. Smoker trying to get punches on anybody. Tank punch, not going to land. And Healy's going to have to decommit with just a couple hundred HP. But one Hail Mary, rock onto Yakit, and he gets a hit onto him. And then Ewan coming up on this choke point. Look at the charger. Look how close it is, but no, the hunter and the smoker went for the same target. No quad comes out. Ewan will survive. And these points actually will mean everything in a little bit later. And we'll talk about that, but not right now as he's going in. And here are going to be the patio squares coming in to be the 5th survivor for the team here now, and just watch what happens. Looks like it's going to be a car hit. Nope, patio block.
Oh.
Ready? Nope, patio block. Nope, patio block. Punches it the other way. And yeah, the question marks for Yaku comes out, and it's just unfortunate circumstances that they're like that, and the car just bounces off of, not allowing it to land.
Man.
But here's some damage onto Ewan with the tank. They managed to get double-digit damage from a tank hit, which was big for them, and they needed to drag this out as much as they could. Sawa, for his team, and Ewan had enough and decided to go inside. He has to commit, down 25% of his HP already, and he gets his punch there. No corner, though. He gets out, punches him away. There goes the smoker. He gets another punch, and unfortunately, he's about to die off here without really big support. And that will be all he can get. And it looks like Ewan's going to walk in with enough points to put this out of reach now. But no, of course we can't have that happen. But look at this. The commons, the spitter, the quad stumbles, the hunter doubled stumbles, the charge and the spit, and now they wipe out. 500 bonus deleted. Not even close. How about the irony from that?
Right.
And now that'll put them down 1,000 points with a minus 300. So this makes it a possibility. But look at, he makes a Christmas tree ornament, hangs the car in the tree. He puts the star. It's not quite December yet, Noro. He put up the star for the tree too early. But Goat's gonna fall to some absolutely demise to their team right here with the separation. Yeah. I couldn't find the word I was looking for there. Abysmal, I think, was the word I was looking for. But the double in cap goes out and all, and they needed 600 bonus even to mount the comeback. And unfortunately here, it's not over yet. But they got to get everybody up, and they got to ace the rest of the map. They'll get about another 180 points when they pick the survivor up. Plus, they still have 4 sets of pills inside. But the double boom lands. Noro decides to go over and say, you know what? I think it's time to end this. Look at the pickup, 753. They have 100 and something. The jockey goes to the car, and that will solidify the W. Noro clutching it for his team. Jockey did the alley-oop, though, no. Car close, not going to find the target. And they will survive the tank, but not until eating another car, just to make sure that it was enough that they couldn't pop all their pills and grab more. And it was one of the most amazing games of the week, barring the grand finals of RBT7. And what a game.
Wow, what a way to finish it off. You win, getting pressured by Goat there. I remember I finished casting Envy vs Skate Pub, and I tuned in, and I was like, I thought it was over, and we saw that finale, I was like, oh my god, especially when they got that catch on the boat. Wow.
Yeah, it was. I was freaking out when they got the charge and the spit and they just wipe out. No, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, is this really happening? I was like, is this for real right now? I was like, it was insane. And that left them enough points with the minus 300, if that would come into play. But still, just for the conversation of the viewer's sake, it was an awesome way to end it. To see that happen and give Goat the chance. But great SI play from Noro, and you win, solidifying the W there. And that was a warm-up for RBT7, which they played lights out at the end there. But we knew how that ended, which we will do an end show for RBT7. Probably in about a week. We'll put some clips together for everybody, but we're not quite there yet for that. But that's going to bring it to the end of our highlights of the week here now. And man, what another great week of highlights. It was very entertaining. I don't know about you, but I had some great matches.
Oh, yeah.